Hi guys, welcome to C++ video tutorial series. From the past few video tutorials, we are trying to understand special operators in C++. In the previous videos, we understood size of operator, comma operator, address of operator, pointer operator, double pointer operator, dot operator, and arrow operator. In this video, I would like to discuss typecasting operator. Typecasting operator is used to convert one type of data value to another type. What is the meaning of typecasting? Converting one type of data value to another type is called typecasting. Converting one type of data value to another type is called typecasting. There are two types of typecasting: implicit typecasting and explicit typecasting. Implicit typecasting is done by C++ compiler, whereas explicit typecasting is done by programmers, guys. Let's understand implicit typecasting. While evaluating an expression, if required, C++ compiler automatically converts one type of data value to another type implicitly. That's actually called as implicit typecasting. While evaluating a given expression, if required, C++ compiler automatically converts one type of data value to another type implicitly. This is called as implicit typecasting. Remember that while performing implicit typecasting, smaller data type values are automatically converted to larger data type values. For example, char is automatically converted to integer type. You can see I have an expression here, a character a plus 1, which is an integer here. Integer is of 4 byte, character is of 1 byte. Here the character is automatically converted to integer, right? Because smaller data type values are automatically converted to larger data type values. That means character a is converted to 65. 65 plus 1, the result will be 66, guys. You can see here, if I say cout in brackets, I write character a plus 1 and then I say end L. What output we get here? As I told, here we have 1 byte, here we have 4 byte, right? It's an integer, it's a character. Automatically character is converted to integer. That means the integer value of character a is 65, guys. 65 plus 1 will get 66 as the output. If I say build and run, you see we got 66. Here who is converting the character into an integer? C++ compiler. Implicitly it is converting character into an integer. So it is actually called as implicit typecasting, guys. Okay. And one more thing you remember, non-precision type data values are automatically converted to precision type data values. That means whole numbers are automatically converted to floating point numbers or decimal numbers. That means numbers with a decimal point. For example, if I say cout 2 plus 4.5, here 2 is an integer, that means non-precision type data value. 4.5 is a decimal number, that means precision type data value. Here automatically 2 is converted to 2.0. It is automatically converted to a floating point number, guys. It is integer to double. Okay, so let me explain what happens here. If I say cout in brackets, I write 2 plus 4.5 and then I say here end L. What happens here? What happens here? Here 2 is automatically converted to 2.0. 2.0 plus 4.5 is 6.5. Is 6.5. So who is converting this 2 into 2.0? Compiler. That's actually called as implicit typecasting. If I say build and run, you see we got 6.5 as the output. So this is actually called as implicit typecasting. If required, C++ compiler automatically converts one type of data value to another type. Okay. Next, let's understand explicit typecasting. While evaluating an expression, if required, we programmers can also convert one type of data value to another type explicitly, which is called as explicit typecasting. While evaluating an expression, if required, we programmers can also convert one type of data value to another type, which is actually called as explicit typecasting, guys. For explicit typecasting, we use typecasting operator. The syntax is before operand in brackets you write data type, or you can put the operand inside static cast function. Inside static cast function, it converts the given operand to a specified data type, guys, to a specified data type. For example, if I say cout 5 divided by 2, what output we get? The output should be 2.5. We don't get 2.5, we actually get 2, guys. Why? Because integer divided by integer, the result will be always an integer, guys. You can see here, if I come here, I say cout and then I say endl, cout, I say here 5 divided by 2. 5 divided by 2 endl. What should be the output here? 5 divided by 2 should be 2.5, right? But we don't get 2.5, we get 2 as the result. If I say build and run, you see we got 2. The correct answer is 2.5, guys. How do we get 2.5? To get 2.5, we have to convert one of the operand to floating point value, guys. So what I can do here is I can explicitly convert. I can say here 5 divided by 2 and L. Here I should get 2.5. How? I'm going to convert this 2 into a floating point number. So before the operand we put brackets and then we mention the data type to which we want to convert. I want to convert this integer into float. Okay. Now if I say build and run, definitely we get the output 2.5. We get 2.5. Why? Because automatically this 5 is converted to 5.0 divided by 2.0. This is going to be implicit, this is going to be explicit. Automatically we get the result 2.5. Understanding? We can say like this also. Here instead of using the float like this, we can use static cast. In angle brackets we mention the data type to which we want to convert and we put the operand inside the brackets. This also gives us 2.5 result. If I say build and run, you see we got 2.5. So either you can use this or you can use this method, guys. Understanding? So this is a modern C++ way of converting one type of data value to another type. Okay. Now let's take one more example. Let's say you have two variables. Let's say you have integer variable num1 with a value of 5 and you have another integer variable called num2 with a value of 2, and then you are trying to divide. cout in brackets you are saying num1 divided by num2 and then end L. What output we get here? As I told, here both are integers, right? Num1 divided by num2, both are integers. Integer divided by integer, we get integer. So instead of getting 2.5, we get 2 as a result, guys. If I say build and run, you see we get the output 2. But actually I should get 2.5. I should get 2.5, right? So I have to convert one of this variable into floating point. So one way is using the typecasting operator. In brackets we write float before the operand. So num2 is automatically converted to float. So this time we get the output 2.5. If I say build and run, because one of the operand we have converted to float, you can see we got 2.5. Or we can use static cast. In angle brackets you mention float to which you want to convert the num2, bracket close. If I say build and run, definitely you will get 2.5. So this is actually called as explicit typecasting. Now you can see here, I'm going to copy this code and come down. Let me say here cout and end L. I paste the code. Here we know that the character is automatically getting converted to integer 65. 65 plus 1, 66 we are getting, right? If I say build and run, you see we are getting 66. What if I need to display B? I want to get B, right? How do I get B? Now we have character, right? It is converting to 65. 65 plus 1 is 66. So the 66 I can convert to character. How? By saying explicitly. In brackets I can simply say here char. Okay, so 66 is automatically converted to character and we'll get the output B, guys. If I say build and run, you see we got B instead of 66. If I want, I can use the C++ way. That is, I can simply say here static cast. In angle brackets I say char to which the value should convert, right? So if I say build and run, we'll get again B. So that is about implicit typecasting and the explicit typecasting, guys. I hope you guys have clearly understood. Implicit typecasting is done by the compiler. Explicit typecasting is done by programmers. And I hope you understood how you can convert one type of data value to another type. That's it guys for this video tutorial. If you have any doubts, feel free to put them in the comment section. I'll be happy to clear. In the upcoming video tutorials, we discuss more about C++. For more benefits and be up to date, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep learning, keep coding, keep sharing. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.